Guys, welcome to another Talking Bull podcast where we bring you your nerdy news you need to know about, as well as talk some bull. So we have some stories for you. Start off with, I think, the big thing. We got a trailer for Jersey Shore, the new season.
Yep.
That's what I'm calling the big thing because I was super hyped when I saw that today. It looks like they are the train wreck that they've always been.
Is it with the same people?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's that vacation one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not.
Come back.
Yeah, it's not that.
The other one.
Whatever, the one they're doing in Florida right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's
The original crew.
The original crew.
The original crew. Is everyone?
Everyone but one. Everyone but the girl who's dating Rodney.
That girl?
Yeah. Everyone but her is back. No, that was JWoww.
Yeah. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
She's the only one not back.
Yeah. She basically, because Rodney went, she's like, that part of my life is behind me, blah, blah, blah. And based on what I saw of these people, none of the life they put was behind them because they are just the continued train wreck that they are. And like, oh, man, I cannot wait to watch this show.
When is it
April 5th, I believe. So, yeah, that was fucking awesome. That was great. I was super excited. And then we got the new trailer for Avengers Infinity War. Dropped today.
How many times did you watch it?
I've watched it twice. I watched it really quickly, kind of without sound, and then I watched the whole thing again with sound full on and everything.
I watched it one time, but bringing it back.
Yeah.
Like, something would catch my eye, and I click back 30 seconds and watch it again or whatever. So, we'll say 1.5 times.
I'll probably watch it again, like, big, but yeah. It looks great. It kind of, I guess, explains the movie a little bit more for people who might not know what it is. It gives the new...
But you get that voiceover from, what's her name?
Gamora. She's explaining through Tony about the stones and Thanos and
stuff. So you get that information, and then it just looks cool.
Yeah. Gave the new date from April 27th as opposed to May 4th, just for whatever reason. And then, thanks, laptop, scroll down for me. And yeah, basically, just all out fighting Thanos and his people to get them stones.
Who are they fighting? Like, what's his cannon fodder? Are they just generic soldiers?
I think it's like his Black Order. It's like his group of heroes or heroes or whatever. But they are powerful as all hell. Like, I think there's 4 of them, and they could easily kick the shit out of the Avengers. They don't like Thanos just comes in later and goes. So he doesn't want to fight. He doesn't have to. Like, and then when he does, you're like, oh shit. But yeah, there's that cool scene with him and Cap though, like holding down the thing. The joke with Star-Lord and Tony, and then the joke with Strange and Spider-Man.
The trailer ends with
Spidey and
Strange. The trailer ends with Cap and Thanos.
Yeah.
And then I knew that there was going to be a joke at the end of it.
I knew because there was like 20 seconds left in the video, but
I was like, they're going to have a joke.
There's a stinger, right?
There's a joke coming.
Yeah.
And there was. No surprise.
Yeah.
And it was
I liked it, but I could have done without it. Like, I didn't need it. The stinger at the end.
Yeah, like you could have just ended on the Cap and Thanos.
Yeah. But again, like, I'm okay with this trailer because we've only got a teaser, a trailer, and then this one, and then, like, TV spots I don't pay attention to anyways, but they're just reworked trailers. Yeah. And then, yeah, it's just a little bit more of the movie, not giving anything away, no big reveals, just...
I hope 2 characters die.
I have a feeling Vision and Cap are going to bite it.
I guess that counts as my 2 characters, but I don't count Vision as being a character. Like... Well, you know what I mean? Like,
it's because he's a robot. You're a robotist.
Yeah, I'm a robotist. But it's the idea of, like...
A big character.
Yeah.
One of the...
Vision dying, I'm like...
One of the big 3.
Yeah.
That would be the 2 big 3.
If Vision dies, I'm like, okay.
Or Iron Man's dying.
That's like when her brother died in Avengers, Ultron.
Or the fake Olsen.
Yeah. Which meant...
No, not Olsen. Jimmy from Smallville.
Oh, Olsen.
Yeah. Fake cop-out characters, yeah.
Yeah,
I just throwing names out.
I don't want the... Yeah, like, if it's Vision or... I'm trying to think of some of the other ones that are maybe characters like. I don't know.
Just like
that. Let's say the girl from Guardians, the one with the antennas.
Mantis.
Yeah. Like, let's say she dies. I'm like,
I will not care.
Okay. Like,
yeah.
But like I have a feeling that will be the death. It will be someone like that.
No, I think they might kill a minor and a big. One of the big three is going to die. It's either Cap or Iron Man. They won't kill Thor. I think he wants to keep doing it. But if they do kill him, it doesn't mean shit anyways. They'll just bring him back. Look, they killed Superman, right? Death means nothing in comic books. Like, Jane Foster's on her way out in the comics to make room for regular Thor. Like, it's what they do. But good trailer. Hopefully good movie when that comes out. And then I got a confirmation from Danny Boyle. Says he plans to direct Bond 25.
Yeah, I got that right here.
Interview with Metro, he revealed he's currently working on the script for Bond 25, along with Train Spotting writer John Hedge. And he's working on the script. They're going to direct it. And there's a whole bunch of quotes from him. But
what I read, like a couple weeks ago, I read something where they're developing two scripts. One with John Hedge.
Yeah.
John Hodge.
Oh, Hodge.
And Danny. And the other with the previous Spectre and Skyfall writers, Neil and Robert. And then the studio will decide which one they want to go with. If they choose John's script, Danny directs. If they choose Neil and Robert's script, they have another director lined up for that, potentially. I read this in an article like a couple weeks ago.
This was from today.
Yeah. Yeah, and I've seen the same one from today too, and like 2 days ago, saying that he'll do it. But the script that the article I was reading a couple weeks ago was like.
Oh yeah, so basically
that whoever it is, what's her name, Barcarelli or whatever. Barcoli?
I've got Neil Parvish and Raid.
Director. The family that owns the fucking. Production company. You know,
Eon, who owns whatever family owns Eon. Yeah. They did Skyfall, Spectre.
Yeah. Whichever ones they ultimately decide to go with.
Can we just keep the one from the other two because like the first three are pretty solid?
Yeah.
Actually, these are the three good ones: Skyfall, Spectre, and
Mm-hmm.
Quantum's not on this list, so just keep these guys. Let him direct this one though.
He doesn't want to do theirs. He wants to do the one with John.
Ugh. Just stick with what works.
Yeah.
So their plan, if that all goes to plan, 6 to 8 weeks they could be shooting, and Bond would be right at the end of the year. Mm-hmm. Is what their plan is from that. So is that the Homecoming stuff?
Yeah.
All right, we'll go with that. So we got some news on Homecoming. I didn't grab the article, so it's all you. Yeah.
Just a casting thing came out earlier this week, and it's been revealed that it's interesting details about the movie's villain. While the site is unable to reveal the character's identity, they do know that the script is calling for a baddie with elevated ideas, and the studio is open to auditioning actors of any ethnicity and gender, which is definitely an interesting and unexpected twist. There have obviously been male and female versions of Dr. Octopus, and the fact that Marvel is looking for actors of 30 to 45 years old may lead some to believe that this is the character that will be included in the Homecoming sequel, but potentially done, I guess, as a female.
Yeah.
Octopus. And that was the whole article.
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't know they were. See, I don't want Octopus again. Like, I kind of liked, I liked seeing
Vulture
because it was a character we hadn't seen before.
I wouldn't mind Kraven the Hunter.
I wouldn't mind, that would be kind of cool. I have no idea why I would write this up. I wouldn't mind Kraven.
It was
I'd like someone new, though. Like, that's the thing, is I want someone that we haven't seen before. Spider-Man has a lot of amazing villains. It's right up there with Batman.
I would like to have...
Within the Batman movie, I don't want to see... Yeah, we got Joker again, whatever, but I don't want to see, like... I like that we saw, like, Killer Croc for a little bit. Saw a little bit of Deadshot, in the Suicide Squad thing. Yeah. We're seeing these other villains that we hadn't seen before in films. So I'd like to see some of his other... I
would like to have... My ideal right now would be kind of what they were trying to do with Amazing, and have...
Sinister?
Yeah, but have Green Goblin again work the background because I want him to lead the Sinister Six, even though he usually doesn't. But I would like to see the actual Green Goblin, like that makeup. Not the fucking armored suit, not the ultimate one where he is the monster. I want to see that one. So maybe have like, you saw Vulture in the first one, and Spider-Man took him down, and have like Norman be like, hey, I don't like this guy, blah, blah, blah. I saw this Craven guy. Maybe Craven can take him out. And then he's like, he fails, obviously. And he's like, okay, I got to do this myself. And then you see him turn into the Green Goblin. But then the next movie is just the Green Goblin with the six. Like, don't even build it. Just be like, boom, here they are.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to world build. Like, just have, like, people know who these characters are. Or even if you wanted to, take the Sinister Six and just throw the ones you've already used. Then you don't have to introduce them again. You have Electro, technically. So use Electro.
Yeah.
Bring Vulture back. I'm sure you could get Keaton back. Give him a paycheck. He'll be fine. Bring in a random Dr. Octopus. Don't have to introduce him. You can introduce him later on in another film, like a 5-second backstory. That could be the sequel. Have him fight just by himself. You could use him. Don't use Kraven again because it wouldn't work. But so and then throw Rhino in because everybody knows Rhino. And then throw Scorpion in. So it would be Octopus, Scorpion, Norman. What else did I say?
Scorpion, Rhino, Norman,
Vulture, and Electro. Yeah. There you go. I think there was only 5, but we could find another one. And then you knock out most of his major villains. And you can repeat villains because we've already seen them, but they're not a major role. And then Norman you set up at the end of the last movie to introduce these guys. So, or just have them do what they did with the Avengers and introducing the new Avengers. Just be like, if you want something right, you got to do it yourself. Have him set up in the suit, and then in the background is his guys. And then all people are like hyped for that next movie, and then you call it Spider-Man versus the Sinister Six. You're welcome. I'm tired of writing these movies. Like, it just... I fixed Terminator. Last week I fixed some other movie.
Jumanji.
I did Jumanji. Like, come on, guys. I'll give you the template. Just write. But let me read it, because you fucked this up. I'm not allowing you to do it anymore. So just a little tidbit on that. And then this is just one of these things. I want to talk about this because it's one of these things that's annoying me. So they announced that movie. We're not talking about it because it's dumb. So there's this other movie they are purportedly working forward on, is the Spider-Man spin-off book or movie. So I used to saying book. Night Watch, with director Spike Lee at the helm. And I'm like, who the fuck is Night Watch?
Yeah, never heard of him.
Like, if I don't know who it is...
And apparently this came out in, like, October last year.
Yeah.
I don't remember talking about it then.
Yeah. If I don't know who this is, no one is going to care. So this character, you can see him right here.
Looks like Spawn.
Yeah. He looks like Spawn. He is Dr. Kevin Trench. He was introduced in Web of Spider-Man 96 in the 90s. And that is creepy video playing from The Grudge announcing the director. And it's just like, what the hell are you people doing? I get Sony only has so many people they can draw from. And they're like, hey, we want to get on this bandwagon too. Use the other Spider-Mans. Like, you're doing...
They're not allowed.
Why wouldn't they be allowed? They announced Miles. You still have 2 other ones. Hell, you want to go one step further? Kill off a Peter Parker and do Dr. Octopus as Spider-Man.
For the movies?
Yeah.
They couldn't kill Peter Parker.
Why not?
Because Tom Holland is...
I didn't say use Tom Holland. I just said kill a Spider-Man. They killed one off in Ultimate.
That would not work.
That's what they're doing with Miles. Miles doesn't have a Parker. He goes to a different one to visit. Right? He's in a different universe when he finds this Peter Parker.
Yeah.
So once this comes out, you already introduced the multiverse. This is just a different Spider-Man.
But it would be... Octopus is not a different Spider-Man, though. He is Peter Parker's skin and bones with
Yeah.
his mind inside. Like that's not a different.
Yeah, you just make.
That's a 616 Spider-Man.
Yeah.
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 Holland is a 616 Spider-Man.
Well, play fast and loose with the fucking universe you want to set
But
in.
I think there are other things you could do. Like you could do 2099 or something before you. Before you do a Octopus Holland hybrid Spider-Man, there are other options to go to.
They're using Night Watch. At this point, I don't think they care. I'm going completely out of left field. I would love Ben Reilly.
Yeah, like you could do.
I would love a great Clone Saga.
2099 or something.
They fixed the Clone Saga. I would love to see a Ben Reilly. I would love to see that stupid ass hoodie live action, because that is one of my favorite Spider-Man costumes. Is that Ben thing with hoodie? He's got the red leotards, but he's got the web cartridges on his arms and ankles and shit. I fucking love that outfit. But yeah, this is just pure insanity and stupid. I don't understand what the hell they were thinking. They're like, hey, Spawn's coming back. Why not? We just rip off this guy. Anyway, that's...
Yeah, when I saw the article, I had no idea what they were talking about.
So when I said some bull, this is what I meant. What do we got?
Movies.
I saw you had the casting thing there. Was that the one you got open?
Oh, for this?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they announced on Teen Titans Go to the Movies. We got... who was it earlier this week? Fuck, this article doesn't mention it. Oh, who is that? Halsey? And rapper Little Yachty will provide voices for Wonder Woman and Green Lantern.
So Little Yachty's going to be Wonder Woman, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, but finally,
I think I was on the app for that.
Nicolas Cage will play or voice Superman in Teen Titans Go to the Movies.
I did not give a fuck about this movie at all, like in the slightest.
Oh yeah, I wanted to see it. I liked the trailer when it came out.
Now, I didn't even watch the trailer. I still haven't, nor do I plan on it. Now I want to see this movie.
Yeah.
I want to see Nick Cage being Nick Cage, but playing the Man of Steel.
Mm-hmm. The way he would have.
20 years ago.
5 years ago.
If you guys haven't, you really need to go watch the documentary. The hell's it called? Wasn't it
The Life and Death of Superman Returns?
Oh my god, it is a fantastic look to how far they got to a Nick Cage Superman, and it was balls to the wall, batshit crazy.
That was close, and they're also trying to make that documentary for Justice League Mortal, because that was within weeks of filming.
Shooting. They had
or they even started filming, if I'm not mistaken.
They have the scripts, their suits people stole.
I think they started filming, and then they pulled the plug because of the
writer's strike, which I don't understand. If you have the scripts,
if you were ready to film, like what did it matter?
Why not just start? Yeah, I don't.
But
we don't need to go on a tangent on understanding things we don't again.
So they pulled the plug on that too.
Yeah.
Which they're trying to make into a documentary.
I would love that. That was a great watch. Yeah.
Like I bought this one.
Yeah, I watched it. It's so good.
I would totally buy that Justice League one too.
Yeah.
When and if it ever
comes out.
But I thought that was cool.
I don't know why I have this saved, but
what else do I got on here? Captain Marvel is not in Avengers Infinity Wars.
Oh, they finally confirmed it because everyone was.
She will appear in Avengers 4, so next year.
Yeah.
She will appear in that. Not much more of a story then.
I wish they would just call it the next Untitled Avengers movie.
Well, right now it's just Avengers 4. Like,
yeah, because it just... Title, I know, but like, just as a placeholder, I don't like that they're saying Avengers 4, because I forget Civil War is an Avengers movie, even though technically it is, and it just
it's not. It's Captain America.
I know, but like, you think like, wait, what are they at? Number are they at?
They're at 3.
Yeah, and it's just like, it throws you off completely. Well, at least me.
It's hard to count past 3, I understand.
Well, it is. That's why they stopped numbering things in the Marvel universe.
This goes into what you were saying about Avengers not necessarily being a two-parter film.
Yeah.
And it was just the Russos describing that Infinity War is very much its own movie, and Avengers 4 is made of repercussions and consequences from that movie, but it's not going to stop on a cliffhanger and pick up right where the last one.
Like, yeah, because there's going to be movies in between those, right?
A year's worth, I think.
Yeah.
They'll have Ant-Man.
Yeah.
And I believe they'll have Ant-Man and Marvel.
Yeah.
Before.
Which makes sense. Well, And see, those two are kind of unrelated, so it wouldn't matter how.
Oh yeah, like they're totally filler movies.
I bet you.
Spending all their money on
So I know
but
Captain Marvel is set before. I wonder if Ant-Man and the Wasp is set like
I
two.
think it's after.
Is it
I think
after?
They already said that it's after Infinity War. It's set after.
It's
Infinity War.
going to be interesting. I bet you that. Did we get a release date the last time we covered that?
The Batman.
Yeah. Is that the article we covered before?
June 15th.
So yeah, it must have been. I just saw it there, and I wasn't sure if we had set a release date for that before.
So just so you know, Batman Ninja Anime will be released on June 15th.
I'm excited for that.
I still haven't watched the trailer. We'll see what I hate anime. The rest of my stuff is TV. So do you got one?
I think that was.
My last movie stuff would be this. There's a set photo of Phoenix. X-Men.
Oh, they're wearing the Grant Morrison run X-Men outfits.
And they're wearing,
Cool.
Yeah.
That looks exactly like Scott's uniform thing in the run. That's awesome. That's pretty fucking cool. I hate this movie, but that's pretty cool. We've never actually got accurate X-Men things.
They're blue and yellow.
Yeah.
X uniforms and stuff. And you see the famous woman here in the end who refuses to wear makeup.
Yeah. That's pretty fucking awesome. I like that. Actually, no, we covered that last week. I was thinking of something else. Okay. There's a little bit of stuff. So there was something. I don't know why I saved this into the thing, but it was just every comic that was in the Fresh Start initiative. Because apparently there was more than I thought. But so it's launching in May. So they announced their thing. But IGN did that stupid thing where they put them all in pictures. So X-23 is getting her own book. She's no longer Wolverine because
She's just X-23.
Because they're bringing back
Is
her.
she getting a name? She's still just a number.
She has a name, but that's just the name of her book. But she was being Wolverine. Yeah. Like she was the Marvel's Universe's Wolverine.
But Wolverine's coming back.
Yeah, so they'll probably just go back to calling her X-23.
So they're just gonna bring Hugh Jackman back into the fold.
Yeah, basically. Her name is Laura Caney. And then Deadpool is going back to a number 1, which is weird. So they'll probably have.
He's already in the 200.
He is, but they'll just.
Remember Despicable Deadpool to go back to his old 200 number.
I think that this is because this is Deadpool, not Despicable Deadpool. That's how they do that. A bunch of these Century's coming back.
What is this? I read about this and was like, wow, I had no interest in this Superman knockoff.
He's been around for a while, but yeah he is a knockoff. If I've ever seen one. Tony Stark Iron Man.
Is it number 1 or just what?
Number 1, because it's a new book. It's Tony Stark Iron Man.
Oh, okay.
This is how they're getting around with this, because they're launching new books, but because the legacies are, I guess, ending or building. So they're gonna have, I think, and then Captain America is Steve Rogers, Captain America, or Captain America Steve Rogers. But this is him coming back as Iron Man because he hasn't been Iron Man. Doctor Strange is going back to number 1.
As Doctor Strange.
Yeah, The Life of Captain Marvel. I'll give them back. It's a different book. Ant-Man and the Wasp is a 5-issue miniseries. Amazing is going back to number 1 because
for the last years.
This time
number 1 for 4 years.
This is number 1, but it's a completely new team. They never switched Amazing's team before, so yeah, it's a cheap thing. Captain America is going back to 1. Cool cover art. And the Immortal Hulk, because it's going back to Bruce Banner being Hulk. And it's a new book. Yeah, this is technically a new book, right? So, yeah. I'm okay with new books getting number 1s. Because they're not what they were. And Cosmic Ghost Rider miniseries, which I cannot wait to read. It's Punisher, who's insane, but he's also the Ghost Rider, and he has the power cosmic from that the Silver Surfer has. Multiple Man is getting a new book. Thor is going back to number 1, which this is technically a new book because I'm pretty sure he was, I forget his moniker, whatever was in front of Mighty Thor. So this is just Thor. Black Panther is getting a number 1, which totally makes sense because they want to be like, hey, look, new movie, number 1 book. Venom. Basically same thing. And then Avengers makes sense. Avengers is weird because it's just converging.
Why don't they have Hulk there? Why do they have She-Hulk?
Because they needed something to She-Hulk to do because they canceled her book. This makes sense to me because all their books are going up to this point of the main guys going back to being in it, the big three, and then whoever else is on the team. So them being like, this is number one. We're starting fresh. Until the next one. Until next year.
I get what they're doing, but they do it too often.
They do.
That's the problem. I understand every time they've done it.
Yeah.
But the problem is that they keep fucking doing it yearly. Amazing Spider-Man has restarted 4 times in 5 years.
It has. This I'm a lot okay with because it's not a complete redo of every book. This is only 17 books.
That's a lot of books.
Given the amount of books they put out, 17 is not that big of a number. And half of those are new books. Mm-hmm. Panther, Spider-Man, and Avengers, Venom, and Deadpool are all the same books. Deadpool, technically, they're just changing the name, so that's how they're doing that. But I thought they were keeping legacy numbers, so I don't understand why they're doing number ones, unless you just want to stick a number 1 on the cover.
Because next month, it will be 225.
Yeah.
They just want the number 1 on the cover. Yeah. That's all they want.
So just put 1s on every cover. Don't do that. You'll collapse the fucking comic book industry again. So, yeah, that was... and then with that, Justice League is being relaunched in... This cover's cool, though. Where the hell is the release date? Later this year.
Yeah.
Yeah. So sometime this year, they'll go back to number 1, and they're redoing the team. So the current team is the 2 Lanterns. This one, now they're putting Jon Stewart back on the team. So it'll be Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, Cyborg, Flash, Martin Manhunter, and Hawkgirl.
That's a cool team.
Glad Martian Manhunter's back. This cover's cool. Mm-hmm. One of the Hawk people is back. Hawkman got his own book. Mm-hmm. So I was really confused when I first read this.
I was confused at Jon Stewart.
Because Scott Snyder's taken over, so that should be interesting. When I first read this, I skipped Superman's name. And I started from here and I read all of it. And I was like, where the fuck is Superman? And then I scrolled down and I'm like, oh, he's right there. I'm like, why isn't he in the write-up? And I thought something happened to Superman, that he was no longer on the Justice League. And I'm like, okay. As a person who just read 39 issues of the Justice League, I am glad for this because I hate the 2 team members they have on here. Jessica Cruz and Simon Baz, they are the most useless fucking lanterns I have ever seen.
There's still no lantern on the team then. They just got rid of the lanterns.
They got Jon Stewart.
Oh.
That was the whole point of this article. We're just going to wait for him to catch up.
Oh. Well, it doesn't mention it in the write-up.
It says it right here. Looks like Justice League will say goodbye to the pair of Green Lanterns and a returning favorite will take their place.
Okay, but that doesn't really clear up that a returning favorite takes their place.
Stewart can be seen on the Justice League cover number 1 along with blah, 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 blah.
Oh, where is he on the cover?
He is right there.
Oh, okay. He's like buried in the back.
Well, you got your big 3 here, right? And then Wonder Woman's still trying to be Captain America with her shield and sword. Mm-hmm. She uses that a lot in the new book, I noticed. Mm-hmm. She's never not having it, which is weird. Why all of a sudden does she have her... Is it just trying to give her a different fighting thing than smashy smashy?
Mm-hmm. Or ropey ropey?
Ropey ropey, yeah. I know it's a sketch, but I'm just not feeling bats in this thing. Aquaman's... Yeah, Aquaman looks cool. Yeah, I'm glad. Good for him. It looks like Hawkgirl has a new outfit. Martian's wearing his getup that he had before he died / didn't really. But yeah, Yeah, I'm glad because those two are boring as all hell, and they serve no purpose to me at least. Like, I have no use for them. I think that's all I had for comic news.
Yeah, I didn't have any comic news.
Oh, actually, I lied. I keep lying. So Shattered Grid's going on shortly, and they showed off a new Megazord, and it looks fucking badass. And it's made from, clearly you can tell, it's made from parts from the other Zords. So it looks like the White Tiger Zord, the Carrier Zord, Tauros or whatever the hell it is, and the Dragon Thunder Zord. You can see it prominently like everywhere, but it looks fucking badass. Like, I think it get the shit out of a Megazord easily. They didn't say who it was, but this is just one of the variant covers for the Go-Go Power Ranger series that's tied to the main Power Ranger series. But Tor the Carrier Zord. It just looks cool. I just wanted to talk about it. I will put it right there so everyone can see it because I like it. And I can easily put stuff in now because I know how to do that. But yeah, that's it. That is all comic book that I had. And then quickly we'll do that, and then we'll close out with TV. The Witcher, Gerard Riviera, I believe is his name, of Riviera. It's a hard name to say. It's coming to Soul Calibur 6. He's the Witcher. He's going to be fighting in Soul Calibur. He's one of the added-on characters. That's fucking cool. I watched his trailer. He looks pretty cool. He uses his swords, but he also uses his magic to do stuff. And he fits like right in with the like old school vibe of Soul Calibur. Yeah. Because there's like a samurai and a ninja and all that other stuff. And they kind of been teasing him the last little bit, Project Red. Yeah, I just thought that was cool. And they have a fucking... They love shooing in characters in that series. Like one we got the old... I think it was Soul Calibur 3. They put Heihachi from Tekken, Link, and Spawn. And then one had Yoda, Vader, and Starkiller. So that's cool. Nice crossover between two studios. I like when they do that. They add random characters for stuff. Like that's how we got Turtles in Thing. And then they officially confirmed that Tomb Raider is coming out. It is called Rise of the Tomb Raider. And it comes out on September 14th. And it'll be the climatic end to the Laura's origin story that the last two games have built on. So I'm excited for this game. I will play it when it comes out. I enjoyed the first two. Okay. You played one of them, right?
Tomb Raider? I think I played both of them.
Did you? Yeah. So good on that. I mean, we got a leak a while ago about that guy on the bus. So that was pretty funny. So yeah, it is coming out. And then this was interesting. According to a report, EA is making no money from A Way Out.
From the game A Way Out,
yeah.
Making no money off it?
Yeah.
How? Like it failed? Or what?
No, they're just...
Or they're giving away their money? Or they're
basically, yeah, like...
So much that there's no way that they can make money off of this.
They... the studio that made it put all the money into it, and I guess EA just agreed to publish it under their original line. And yeah, all the money is going right to them. Yeah, not to EA. Oh, well, and I'm like, good for them. I don't know how the fuck you worked that deal, but cool. Yeah, they I don't understand why it's just a good faith thing maybe. They've had a few games under that EA Originals line. If this game is good, we're going to do a Let's Play series on it. Because it sounds like a fantastic game if it all works out.
Yeah, we like two-player games.
Yeah. So I'm hoping it's good. We'll see. Comes out March 27th, so relatively soon. Yeah, exactly. It's a good time for everyone.
Keep watching. You'll love it.
Yeah. As long as you clean up afterwards, everything's A-okay. And now, the dreaded thing everyone's talking about, microtransactions. Scary word. Actually, I think there's a few weeks where we haven't had to talk about it because I cut it. I also cut a thing where they put a video out saying, they put out the happy moments in video games, like character building moments, one of the people to counteract the violence ones. And I'm like, this is cool. I'm tired of talking about it. So, microtransactions are making their way back into Star Wars Battlefront. It seems that they have learned from their mistakes for now, and they will fix them. So star cards, the things that were tied to loot crates and allowed you to upgrade, blah, 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 will no longer be in the loot crate system. You will earn experience points for classes, hero characters, and ships that you can choose to play in multiplayer. If you earn enough experience points to gain a level for that unit, I'm guessing that means character, blah, 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 you will receive 1 skill point that can be used to unlock or upgrade the eligible star card you'd like to equip.
I get what they're doing, but my question would be, okay, it says, if you earn enough experience points, you'll gain... Wait, leave it where it was.
Yep.
You'll receive 1 skill point. And then that skill point can be used to buy a star card.
Yeah.
Now, my point is, like, is it obtainable where you need 100 skill points to get that star card?
No, they've apparently, according to this article, which is from Kotaku, so they're really good at finding this shit out. They've revamped the entire system for upgrades for this. That it is obtainable. It's not fucking asinine where you have to play like 3 months worth of content just to play Luke like last time. Mm-hmm. They've completely overhauled it. And like now you don't even have to touch a loot crate to get any of this shit. And anything loot crate now will be cosmetic for at least the crystal currency stuff. So no longer will you just be able to buy your way through it. It's all just cosmetic stuff, which it should be anyways. So that's good. Then it goes live March 21st, which is Wednesday. So we'll see how this impacts the game. If this fixes the game, I really want to play this game because I love Star Wars Battlefront. If it fixes it, you might get me as a player. If you completely fucking botch this, you can do what I did with the first one and not touch it, even though it's like $7.
Yeah, I never played the first one.
Yeah.
There was no
Yeah. So we shall see. That is, I lied again. Jeff Goldblum's going to be in Jurassic World Evolution. He's going to play his character in that.
That's the iPhone one?
I'm just go with me on here, stalling for time.
No, this game is expected to be simultaneous PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One. So which game is this?
This is the one that is like The Sims, where you build Jurassic Park.
Build your own park. Okay.
Yeah, so he's going to return as his character in the game as Ian Malcolm. Cool. I thought it was this, but I couldn't remember what game was called what.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the game. It's SimCity.
Yeah.
So
with dinosaurs.
Yeah. You build a park from scratch, you bioengineer new ones and contain them, and I can't wait to kill everyone in this park with a pterodactyl raptor T-Rex thing.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. I really hope this game is good.
Yeah, it will be like Sims. It'll be as good as a Sims game, but with dinosaurs.
Well, some of them are good, but it's from the guys who did Elite Dangerous and Planet Coaster, so I'm like, cool. That's all I'm saying behind that. Hopefully it'll be good. That is legitimately all I have for video games now. Your stuff's probably important, so I'll just go through this quick. Foxhead talked about a Buffy reboot.
Yeah, I seen that.
And he said it's pretty much it. When Josh Whedon's ready to go and gives the green light, they'll do it. And I'm like, please do not give this fucking thing the green light. I do not want a reboot of Buffy.
They will totally reboot.
I know,
he
but...
He needs the good press. We talked about this one a couple weeks ago with
Batgirl, yeah.
He needs... And I told you.
Yeah.
I said in that podcast, go back and find it. I said they're gonna do this.
I barely want to edit the podcast. I do it, and you want me to go back and look when I said something?
There's video proof. I said he was gonna do a Buffy reboot, and it's gonna be happening soon because he needs good press. He needs a good shot of storytelling.
Yeah, Buffy had its 21 anniversary that weekend, and they were talking about it then. And yeah, I do not want a reboot of this.
So would that be the 21st since the beginning or the end?
It ended in 2003.
So the beginning.
So the beginning, yeah. Because it'd only be like 15? Yeah, 15 if it was now. But yeah, I don't want a reboot of this. Please don't. Leave it alone. It ran for 8 seasons. Yeah, ran for 8 seasons. Is like 4 into a comic book series that people actually enjoy, and they keep making them. Please don't reboot this. I don't need it. If you want to do what you did with the X-Files, I'd rather you do that.
Like,
continue it. Have like a mini series like you're doing with your Roseannes and whatnot. You do that, but do not reboot this thing. I don't think it fits in the time now. There's nothing really with it, and yeah, don't. You want Buffy? Go watch it. It's technically dated, but it's still watchable. It's not like some of the crap from the 90s where you're like, what? No. Yeah, please don't. Please. Actually, everything I say, I do the opposite, because anytime I say nothing happens, they fucking do it. So you know what? Reboot the shit out of everything. Please don't do it. Do you have this?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sure you have a more detailed on it, so I'll just bring up the thing. Jason Todd rumored for Titans TV show.
Yeah, it was just put out by the episode list
from TitansTV.net. 7th episode of the 13th season will be titled Jason Todd.
Yeah, the first one is Titans, Hawk and Dove, Starfire, Rachel, the Doom Patrol, the Messenger, and then Jason Todd.
Yeah.
And which I was like, that's cool. I like that.
Yeah.
At least that's showing more progress than where we are with fucking Batman.
Yeah.
And then like a few days later, there was this kid, Kieran Walters, was spotted on site, and they were saying, like, no one knew why he was there.
Yeah.
Like, the idea was, is he Todd?
So
he was on Girl Meets World.
Oh, okay. What's it again?
Kieran Walters.
Oh, okay, I don't know who that is, but I did watch some of.
This is his picture down here.
Okay, yeah, it was the boyfriend of some show. God, that fucking show was awful.
And yeah, he was spotted on set a few days later after
the
report, so they're like just speculation at this point that maybe he's Jason.
Yeah. So
I was like, that's cool. I like that. I love anything with the Robins. I was reading Batman today, and what was I reading?
Because you have 6 months worth of comics to read.
Yeah.
Actually, like a year and a half, I think, isn't it?
No, I was just reading something, and it had to do with Damien and stuff like that. And it's the Turtles, Batman Turtles.
Oh yeah, where he's just like mouthing off to Raphael.
And it was just with Damien and different things like that. And it was awesome. I love the story of the Robins. Even when I was reading White Knight,
yeah,
you get Nightwing and Batgirl are in there, right?
Yeah,
and they're talking about different things, and like Batgirl says to Nightwing about it's been hard to keep him in line lately, like for the Batman, and Nightwing's like, just leave. That's what I did. Just fuck off. Like, tell him to fuck off.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to keep him in line.
No, you don't.
It's just...
that was the whole point of Robins, though, right? Was to rein in Batman.
Yeah.
So I'm going to read this quickly, and then I want to ask you your opinion on something. I don't know if you've seen it or not. So what it says is this guy's write-up could be that, for those who aren't aware, Jason Todd was the second person to become Robin following Dick Grayson. He was killed off in 88 and later came back as Red Hood. What he goes on to say is Titans could go in one of two directions when it comes to Jason Todd. With Dick Grayson looking to break out on his own, Jason could be portrayed as a young man acting as Robin under the tutelage of Batman, eventually leading to his untimely death. Or Titans could begin with the series with Jason already dead and allow him to come back as the Red Hood.
Yeah.
I'm thinking more of the former. I think it would make sense to have the juxtaposition of Dick on his own as Nightwing.
But he's not Nightwing when the show starts. Like when we saw the picture of
but he's in
his Robin costume.
But he's still an older Dick Grayson.
Yeah,
it could be the juxtaposition.
So it would be Jason Todd coming in.
I fully believe
it wouldn't be dead Jason Todd.
it might. I fully believe that at some point he will become Nightwing in the first season.
Oh, I think he would too.
Maybe if not the first episode.
Even if he does do that, that would just be early on to having Jason die, and then all before he's Nightwing.
Yeah.
Technically, all before he even becomes Nightwing, you already replaced him and killed him.
Well, that could be the contrast between the two characters, right? One lives, one dies. One's Jason Todd. One's useless, one's useful. One gets killed off, and then they made him useful. Damien, did you see this? In Deathstroke, they're going to battle over a paternity test because apparently Damien is Deathstroke's kid and not Batman's. Did you see this?
Is it Deathstroke comic?
Yes.
They're having a fight?
Yes. Did you see this?
I did not see this.
I think it's Deathstroke 19 or something. I think it's versus Batman. It's the series. Deathstroke 30. It's Batman versus Deathstroke. And he finds a thing and receives a mysterious package containing DNA results that reveals he's not Damien's biological father. Slade Wilson is.
So it is true. Slade is his dad.
Oh, it's bullshit. It's just the thing that gets the Batman to fight Deathstroke. Okay. But
if it's just bullshit, I'm okay with this.
If it isn't, I will be fucking livid.
Dad, legitimately, they're making Slade as the dad. I will be pissed because, there's no way Batman wouldn't have already done this.
Yeah.
Tested him.
Yeah.
First of all,
I saw
some girls, right?
I saw this posted on Facebook. Someone was talking about it, and then I looked it up because I'm like, this can't be real. And then that's why it came up with my saved things because it was real. If this is real, I don't be fucking livid.
If it is just bullshit, I'm okay with the story.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I think it's bullshit.
Legit, and they make Slade his dad, I'll be fucking pissed because that not only is it Slade, but you've lied to everyone for what then? Because part of Damien's thing is knowing that he's Ghoul and Wayne. Yeah. Right?
He's the best of both worlds.
That's why he's able to. I just watched or rewatched
Batman Versus.
Or Son of Batman. When he first finds out about Damien, and he gets that moment where he decides to stay with him. Yeah. Because he isn't all kill. Although he is a fucking asshole. He
doesn't believe in killing most of the time. He's not everyone has to die. Yeah.
So whereas if it's Slade and Ghoul, then he would have killed that. You know what I mean?
He'll kill you just for sneezing.
Yeah. Hopefully that's not true.
Yeah, I hope not.
One more piece of TV news I have was, I have no interest in this, but you might. Amazon was doing that Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, I saw this.
And
it's going to cost them a lot.
Yeah, so according to some website, the show will have a budget of upwards of $500 million over a 2-season deal. So let's just say $250 million first season.
Is this the same? This is a different article than I saw. It was talking about Man in the High Castle.
Well, that's on here too. That's what I was going to get to. So let's just say one season cost them $250 million.
Yeah.
This article goes on to say that that is a serious lot of money, especially when you consider that Peter Jackson's trilogy of films, unadjusted for inflation, cost $281 million to make. And Amazon's other prestige show, The Man in the High Castle, only cost an approximate $72 million for the first season and $170 million for its second season.
Yeah.
So now you would do a show of one season at $250 million, costing almost $30 million less than Peter Jackson used to make all 3 fucking movies.
And we have movies,
which are 9 hours long each movie,
which is better quality than this will be.
Yeah, which is
no offense to the people writing this.
Yeah, which was just odd. Why would it be costing so much?
So there was an article yesterday talking about this and Man in the High Castle. That Man in the High Castle cost more this season than it did last season. And And it's actually
Well, that makes sense. As shows get more popular, you give them more money. That's like sequels.
But the main point of the article was it's not doing anything for Amazon. It's costing them more money to do and not bringing in viewership. Like the first season brought in people, so they brought Amazon to watch the show.
Yeah.
The second season's not doing that, so they're just pissing away money.
Yeah, that's called a shitty sequel.
Exactly.
Like movies suffer. Every movie that gets a sequel instantly gets a bigger budget than the first movie. 100%.
Which is really dumb.
And then the movie doesn't do as well, and you've lost money.
Yeah. The only people so far that I've seen do it right is Deadpool. They were like, we can do the same amount for the same money. We're like, good, you made a great fucking movie the first time.
They did. They're getting a lot more money for their sequel.
Yeah, but I don't see them using it other than the CGI on like stuff. But, yeah. I don't know why they're doing that. We don't need a Lord of the Rings TV series. We really don't. You're just trying to cash in on the Game of Thrones thing, and like, but then first of all, people are having a hard enough time watching fucking Game of Thrones. That's why it's the highest pirated show ever, continuously, to the point of like it's just ridiculous. I think more people pirate than they actually watch it. To do this and lock it behind Amazon again, you're pissing away money, Amazon. Granted, you have bajillions of dollars, but I don't understand the point of doing it. And now I'm going to introduce a new segment on the show called Weird Random New Shit That I Found on the Internet, dealing with nerd culture. Cue graphic. Okay, graphics over. A woman stabbed her boyfriend with a katana. She went to the store, bought the katana, came back, and stabbed it with him, citing 1, cheating, and 2, the reason I brought up the story is because he played too much PUBG, which is Players Unknown Battleground. Granted, a lot of people play too much. So she was so mad at this dude, she left the house, bought the katana at a store, walked back, and stabbed it with him. He lived. Just for clarification, I don't want to cover the news story if the guy died. But yeah, he lived. So she went to the store, bought a sword, and stabbed his ass. I thought it was really funny.
Playing video games and cheating.
Yeah.
Probably shouldn't have cheated.
Oh, not a good idea. But like, just to be so mad that you're just like, instead of like hitting him or throwing shit at him, she left and went to the store, bought a sword, and stabbed him. She didn't even have the sword though. Like most times you see these things and it's like, the sword was in the house because like someone had it or like blah blah blah. No, she left, went and bought it, and was like,
that was her weapon of choice.
Yeah,
like especially when you leave the house to go get something, like to do it. That's an odd choice.
Yeah,
but
like
unless it's reminiscent of him playing too many games, and she just stabs him with the sword that he spends hours.
But in PUBG, you're shooting people, so like there's not even a clear contrast. She was just like, fuck it, I'm buying a sword, and I stabbed him. I just thought it was really funny. So yeah, we're gonna do that as a segment. Just any like rant when it's nerd culture, but completely weird and off the radar. We'll talk about that. But I saw this week, and it just made me laugh. I made sure I read the story though to be like, he didn't die or anything, because that would have been like really fucking morbid to sit here and make jokes about. But
and murdered their wife stabs him.
Jokes. What are we at?
55.
Yeah, well, we're done because we don't have any more news. So, again, I'd like to thank everyone who continuously watches this podcast every week, as well as our live streams and our Let's Plays. We have more Let's Plays soon. This has been the Talking Bull podcast. I'm Anthony. This is Nick. We will see you next week. Goodbye.